At Georgia Power, we're investing in our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a more diverse fuel mix at a cost 15% below the national average. Because with reliable energy, the future is in your hands.
Three current Yellow Jackets are set to play in this year's U.S. Amateur, where they will look to compete and continue the legacy of the Yellow Jackets in the U.S. Am. One of them joins us now on Tech Talks, rising junior from Columbia, Missouri, Ross Steelman. Ross, great to talk with you. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing great. And for many Georgia Tech fans, this is their first introduction to you. One of the newest Yellow Jackets, a transfer from the University of Missouri, where you were second-team All-SEC last year, a hometown guy as well from Columbia, Missouri. So what enticed you to want to continue your college career with Bruce Hepler and the Yellow Jackets?
Well, one of the main decisions was what you said, Coach Hepler, and talking to him and getting to know him in the recruiting process this last semester. Coach Hepler was incredible. He got me admitted to the institute and the business program, and just a couple days after first talking to him, and he got me set up for tournaments after I decided to come to Tech, and he was incredible throughout the whole process. And then the legacy of Tech golf, it's something that I've followed for years and years, even with no connection to the program. When you think of Georgia Tech golf, excellent golf is kind of synonymous with the program, and that was something that I really wanted to be a part of. And hopefully me and the guys are really wanting to get Coach a national championship before kind of the 4 or 5 of us that have traveled together all summer are going to be gone about the same time, and that's something that we really want to do.
Well, you already gave Georgia Tech fans a taste of your talent. You were the medalist at your USAM qualifier in Rome, Georgia. Give everybody the scouting report of Ross Steelman. What kind of strengths do you bring to the course?
Well, if I was profiling myself, I'd say I'm a pretty good ball striker. I drive it well, hit it pretty far, pretty straight. My iron play is probably the most beneficial asset that I've got on the course. And then working very hard on improving kind of the short game, wedge play, putting, filling that in. Kind of on the back end, wanted to get to hitting the ball well. And then really now working hard on scoring and putting scores together.
Well, you're headed up to Oakmont for the USAM, and everybody knows the last 2 USAM champs have come from Georgia Tech. Andy Ogletree, Tyler Strafaci. Even though, Ross, you're still relatively new to Georgia Tech, from a psychological standpoint, what does that do to you, knowing that when you're a Yellow Jacket golfer, the expectation is you can be the best of the USAM?
Yeah. It's honestly kind of freeing knowing that you've got guys that have done it before and you've got experience to ask them and kind of lean on them. And I know I've talked to Andy a little bit about playing in the AM and kind of how to budget your time and energy throughout the week. And obviously Coach Stanton caddied for Andy, so I've been talking to him some, and just being able to rely on the experience of the guys that have been here is something that's huge and has been really beneficial for me, even just this summer already.
Yeah, just even from when you transferred over here, Ross, how have you felt that you played your way into knowing that you can be very competitive at the USAM?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously when you've got great competition at home, it makes traveling and playing tournaments that much easier because we're all trying to beat each other, just playing in a little match out at East Lake or golf club, and it kind of relieves some of the pressure of tournament golf, thinking I just have to go out and play like I do with the guys at home, and it'll be just fine.
Yeah, something about that Georgia Tech culture lends itself to a lot of success at USAM. We've seen it the last several years. Look forward to seeing you and the rest of these 6 Yellow Jackets, current and former, set to tee it up in Oakmont. The one downside, Ross, is if you don't already know of being a Yellow Jacket, is you're no longer going to be the tallest person. You're 6'5",
That's
but
right.
you got Crystal Lamprecht, who's 6'8". One of the rare times, I'm sure, in your career where you're looking up to somebody.
That's right. It's kind of nice not being known as the longest hitter. Now you've always got someone else to kind of poke at and say, hey, hit this one. where it's not me that's everybody's saying, hey, drive this green. I can look
There
at Chris
you go.
and say, you do it.
You got somebody else just to split the duties with. Well, Ross, we can't wait to see you at Oakmont. Can't wait to see you on the greens and on the links wearing that Georgia Tech white and gold. Ross Steelman, thanks so much for joining us on Tech Talks.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to represent Georgia Tech.